Hey guys, Rich Passini here, YouTube vlog creator. Today, I want to talk to you guys about having a little fun with Filmora and altering photos. Okay. Now, for those of you out there who use this video editing software, I just want to say it's really easy. I highly recommend you use it if you're a new YouTuber. I talked about this in my videos before. Check out Filmora. Okay, Filmora 14. So I like this here. I love New York. I'm a native New Yorker. Okay, born and raised in New York. And I love the skyline. I like to see it with the Freedom Building. Was it the Freedom Tower over there? That was the place I think where near the area where the World Trade Center was. And I like the skyline like here. I like the way it looks. But I'm not crazy about water. I don't like being around water. So I wanted to alter this here. Now you're wondering where I got this photo from. I got this from Pixabay. Let me just minimize this here. I got it from Pixabay, right over here, and Pixabay is my favorite. With Filmora, they have other ones where you can get free footage, stock, free images, or royalty-free stock images, stuff like that. It's Pexels, Unsplash, and Pixabay. Pixabay is my go-to one. They also have one for Giphy as well. If you want to do GIF, those little GIF things there, the little animation things, you can get that as well. They have it up here as well. Okay, but if you are looking for something where you want to get, stunning royalty-free images and royalty-free stock, check them out. They do also have iStock on here as well. So if you click on a particular video that photograph, I should say, that you're looking for, as you can see here, they have explore photos, illustrations, vectors, videos, music, sound effects, and GIFs. You're going to also get the ones from iStock, so just be careful with that. Be careful, but if you want to purchase it, then you can purchase it. But anyway, so going back to this one over here again, let's click that on. Oops, I clicked it too quick. I want to change this here. I like it, but I don't want the water part in it. So anyway, let me show you what I did with this here. Okay, let's go back over here. And I also got from here this what I want to add to it right here, this grass. Okay, all right. So I know you guys probably know. I know where he's going with this here. Well, let me just show you how I did it. Here it is, the same one right here, the same photo I just showed you. Now, when you could, with that, what I love about Filmora, you could enhance the photos. Check this out. Okay, I'm going to slide it over here like this. Look how nice it looks. Let me move this guy over here so you get a little idea of it. Okay. This is how, when you enhance it, you can bring it more vibrant, make colors, and this is the stock footage of it, how it looks. Okay. Now, I like this better. Okay. I like that better. You could put basically any scenery. If it's got that square rectangular thing on it, you could do it with this particular photo. Let me show you how I got rid of that first. So let's go over here. Let's go to the original photo. Let me just slide this back over here again. Not that one, that's the enhanced one. I'll show you when we get to that one there. So what I did was, I'm going to have to move myself out of here. I think I have to move myself out of here. Let me move myself up here. Okay. So what I did was, I went over here, took this photo, this is the one I got, and I went over here to, it says AI Tools, and I scrolled down to where it says Smart Cutout. Okay, so I clicked this on here. All right. I'm showing you how I did this here, how I got that where I want it is, how it looks. How I got it to look that way, I should say. Okay, so what I did was I want just this. I don't want the water. Okay, so now here with the Smart Cutout, you can make the brush size bigger. You can make it smaller, whatever. I kept it like this here. And basically, if you want to get rid of a lot of it, then you can make it bigger. But we'll keep it like this for argument's sake, like that. So what I did was I went over here like this. No, actually, not that one there. This is what I did. I'm sorry. I went over here like this. I'm already driving you guys crazy. I'm sorry, guys. So here's what you're going to do with the Smart Cutout, like this here. I know. I drive myself crazy. Don't feel bad. All right. Like this. Let's go over here. Let's try to get it right to the bottom. We'll try to get it square if you could. It works good if you have this type of picture like this here. Up a full portrait picture like that. That works great. We could put that. Let's keep the clouds in there too. Let's put that in there as well. Okay, we can put that in there, like this here. Let's get this in here. Get it all over there. Okay, because we want all of that in there. It doesn't matter. Like this here. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, as you can see, just that part that turned like a shaded purple, that's what we want. We're going to click over here, save. that's what we have. This is so easy, I mean, to alter it around. Now all I got to do is just, let's move this, let's slide this over here like this. Put that up there. Let's move this over here on the timeline. Bingo. Now, of course, when you put it there, it's going to be a lot bigger. This is going to be bigger over here. You're going to have to adjust this here, like that there. You're going to have to just adjust it like that. But because it's got that, it's, got that full extended photo over here, you could do that there. Okay? And if you want to keep it like this here, like let's just say you want this here for a particular reason, I don't know, maybe you might want to use a backdrop, maybe you might want to use it in, one of your videos, whatever. It's really so easy to do it. Now, the thing is, I was trying to toy around with the clouds over there, how to manipulate that there. I didn't really get too much into it. That's why I ended up going over here, and I got this one over here. That's why I got it like this here. This was playing around with the colors on here. Okay, so if we go over here, we click on this here. When you come up to the toolbar area up here, you're gonna have image, color. You're gonna have basic, right? You're gonna have basic, HSL. Can't speak today. And then again, you can have the color wheel. You can play around with that as well. But I just go with the basic here. I go to this one here, the AI tools. Well, we went to color. So what I did was, if you go into the LUTs area, let's go back to this one with the grass here. Okay, what happens is, if you go into the LUTs, we got to get to that area again here. We've got to slide up here. There we go. Look what happens with the pictures when you slide over it. Okay, check this out. Now here, if you want to get rid of anything, here's how it's going to look. We got this going on here. Here we go. See, okay. You have to click on. Oh, by the way, you got to click on the top photo here. You got to type on. You got to hit the one for the city here. Okay, and then when you do this here, you're going to notice you're going to get a lot of variations in colors and stuff like that with that. Okay, now if you notice the bottom one's not going to change. You can change that if you click this on as well. See, you could change that. You can make it brighter. You could change, like, darken it up, lighten it up, whatever to your heart's desire is. Okay, you could do that with that there, or if you just want to leave it like that, that's fine too. You could just leave it at that. If you don't want none, you leave it like that. It defaults back to that. But if you want to change the colors for the city backdrop, backdrop here, click them on, and then again, that's when you could play around with it. Okay, and not only with that, it's not. You could just. That's not just the only thing how you could change it around. When you come down here where it says the colors here, here's where you could do all your other adjustments there. Manual ones, you could just you could make it yellowish. You could make it. You could even bring the clouds in, get a little blue up there too, instead of having just the gray like this here. Well, let's go back over here. Instead of having it this way, like this, or like this one here. Whoops, like that. You could add a little color to it. Okay, you could do it that way here. And the more you play around with the tint, the temperature, you're going to notice the picture is going to change. Okay, let's see. Then you got the vibrance, like that. You can see it here. You could move it around a little. You got to look at, what it looks good to you. That's how you got to look at it. Okay, here's the saturation. You could play around with the saturation. Again, that was on the grass part. I had to click that picture on. I'm sorry. Here's where all the changes are going to come around. If you like that look, that's a nice look too. Okay, just remember when it comes to changing things up like this here, you got to click on that clip. Okay, in this particular case, I had these two clips here, the grass one and the one with the skyline. The one you want to change that's when you got to click. You have to click it on. Okay, and then if you keep scrolling down, you're gonna have exposure like that there. Look at this. Look at this is what I like about this here. I love Filmora. I tell you the truth, folks. They're really doing wonders with this program. This is my go-to one. I mean, if you can't make a great video using this video editing software, I don't know what to tell you. Really, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, I don't know. I love it. Anyway, then you got the brightness over here, like this. So you could brighten it up. If you brighten it up, you take out the clouds altogether back there. So now it looks like an overcast day, But we want to put some clouds, and then you could also make it look like it looks like a rainy day, like it's getting ready the heavens about to open up. But I like the background over here. See, the colors are more vibrant, and the way you do that there again is with the the LUTs. Okay, but let's stay on this for a moment. This here, you got the contrast. Now the contrast really brightens it up. Look at that there. This is all the way. This is at 100%. Look how nice that looks. I mean, you could take a standard photo like this here, and you could really enhance it. You could make it look good. I mean, then you got over here, that's the contrast. That's at 100%. Then you got the highlight. You could highlight it. Again, you could bring it down. You could give it that late evening look, but it got those clouds in there. You could do that, or you could just, again, you could just highlight it like that. You could also do it the shadowing, if you want to leave shadow in there, or you could take that out as well. You could leave it down. Here's the white. If you make it like that, there, it changes the color of the clouds. If you notice, I like things just the way they are. To be truthfully honest with you, just the way they look. They look great to me. If you keep going down, you can have white. Then you can have the black one here. I guess to darken it up. But when you darken up, you lose it. You lose some of the picture background back there. Okay. And if you don't like the way anything looks there, you could just, you know, take it out. You could just go back and hit the reset button, and it brings it right back to where it was. Okay. If you're unsure of how you like the, you know, the way it looks and stuff like that, and you go through and you say, I forgot the settings, I don't, whatever, just hit the reset button back here. If you want to go all the way back to where it was, the original, where my mouse cursor moving, see this arrow here? Just hit this here, it'll bring it right back to where it was. And each time you do it, if you look over here, where my mouse cursor moves, it's going to change those numbers. Okay, see it? They changed. They'll go back to some will go back to their default settings. Okay, like that there. And now, even like with the blue, because I was thinking about it too, I said, you know, I like to make it like a bluish sky, instead of like having that gray, that dull gray sky. I like to have a blue. And I was toying around with it. I went to Pixabay and I said, the cloud, you know, I want sunny cloud, you know, sunny skies, whatever. And I tried playing around with it. Then I said to myself, now how would I fixate that there? Somebody out there who may be more familiar with it may be able to show you, and you know how that's done. I try to play around with it, but I said, you know what, this is just as good. I don't have to draw myself crazy trying to do all these configurations with it as far as like making the clouds look different and stuff like that. However, there is a software program where you can change the sky behind you, but that's a different program. I'm not going to get into that one there. And I don't know, I'm sure, you know, that technology, the way they have that set up in that program as opposed to, you know, Filmora here, it might be a little different. You know, I don't know. I didn't want to go that route. I want to keep it simplified for you guys, especially if you're making videos. Now, this here, you might be saying, well, all right, so you're showing me about stuff like this here. The reason why I'm showing you that is because you're not compelled to keep that photo in its full entirety. You could change it around, okay? And that's what I did. I mean, I went from, you know, I went from this to this right here. Whoops, goes back to the other one here. I think I have to move it over. Oh, okay. Yeah, I went from that, yeah, to the dark one. Well, the original one like this here. Well, it was original until now. Let me see over here. Like this here. Well, that's the one we just altered, but I went over here to this one here like this. Okay, and that's why I said I like the way it looks like that way, you know. But actually, that's how it looked. And another thing too, you know how you got to take it like that panoramic view. What you're going to do is, once you click this on here, the photo, come over here, it says image. I had to drop this in the timeline to do this here. I'm sorry, guys. This I had to do it. You see this little padlock over here? You're going to click that on. Right, click this on first, right, and then click this like that. Once you click the padlock, you're going to get these little square boxes here. Once you have the square boxes, you can do it this way. You stretch it out like that. That's what I did. Okay, so if you're going to do something like this here, you know, stretch it out if you want. And then again, how I did that, how I got rid of that other stuff, did water. I just did a backdrop. Now, some people might say, you know what? You didn't have to really go through all of that. Technically, I didn't. But I'll tell you what. Let me go this over here for a second. Here, move this up. Whoops. My mouse is really going crazy today. Okay. I could have just went like this, to be honest with you. I think it's this one here. And did it this way instead of getting all of that out there. I could just went like this and made it really simplified. There's two ways to do it, but the reason why I showed you that way is because you might want to add something else to it, to the mix, you know. You could keep building, and then that's the other thing too. That's another way of doing it, to show you the reason why I did that there, had to get out the other part of it, is because you might just want that there, that particular photo like that. You might not want that there. You might not, you know, another thing too, let's get this out here. You might just want it like this here for whatever reason, but you could add other things to it if you go to Pixabay. Now, let me move myself over here. When you go over here to go to stock media, you're going to come over, it says partners right here. This one says partners. And this is where you're going to get it. You're going to have Pixabay, Giphy, Pexels, and Unsplash. This is what you want. It's going to give you a message going to come up. External website redirect. You're going to click on confirm. It's going to bring you there. We just came back from that. Now, again, if I wanted to change the background again, I didn't have to probably go through that. As long as you got the landscape picture like that there, where it's, you like that full panoramic view, you're good to go. So let's just see what other images I could put there. Okay, let's go with the landscape images. Let's see. Let's look at this here. Photos, I should say. Okay, remember up here, this here, when you see them up here, you see it says this is from iStock. You see any of these, you're going to have to pay for them. Okay, now here again, you know, if we wanted to change the view of it, it's again, you can't really do with this because you're gonna have a bird in there. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not gonna work. What you'd have to do is, in order to change that backdrop like that there, or I should say that you remove the water, you're gonna have to get something like a head. It's gonna have to be a solid plane. You know, you can't put snow in there. Well, you could, but again, you would have to. Again, that's where the what do you call it? Smart cut would cut out. Yeah, let's try. I'll show you what we're talking about. Let's take this one here. Let's just goof around with it. Look, this is perfect right here. This is perfect. I can tell you right now, this is perfect. Let's download it. Let's save it. We'll get rid of this. We'll save as. We're going to drop it in my folder here. We'll put it down. Let me move myself over here right quick. Okay. All right. Move myself back down. Let's go back to Filmora, and we're going to go over here to the media where I'm making the video. We're going to go over here, and we're going to take this one here, and we're going to put it over here. And what we're going to do is take this. Now, what I was talking about before, the reason why I showed you about using a small cutout, you can't put that there like this here. All right. What I'm talking about, I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Oh, it's got to move up. I'm sorry. Let me go over here for a second. Let's stretch it out this way. You see what I'm saying? You really, you can't do it. It looks silly, right? That's why you got to go. Even if you stretch this out all the way, it's going to look silly like that. You know, you can't have rocks there. And then, you know, you can't do that there. So this is what I'm trying to say. This is where that would come in. So what we're going to do is, let me move myself again over here. We're going to do a small cutout with this particular photo. Let's make it bigger again. Let's go back to the default size again, like that. But let's just stretch it out this time, like that. Oops. There we go. Like that there, and go up like this here. Okay. So now let's go back over here. AI tools, smart cutout. Click this on here. Okay. Now, we just want this. So we can make this bigger, as big as we want with this here, because we just want the water part. Okay, let's get that. Bam. Okay, so we got that. We're going to save it. And notice over here, it's straight across. I could add this to it. Okay, let's save it. Okay, you notice it's gone. See, it's gone. Now, if I wanted to, let's go over here to the image again. Let's click this on here. I think this is the image, right? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So now we just stretch it up like this here a little. And you can have that type of water there rather than the other type of water. You know what I'm saying? You could change it around like that. That's what I like. And then again, this is where you're going to make all your adjustments. So you want to, you know, make it more colorful. I'm talking to the background over here. That's where you're going to go over here. Remember, you got to click on the top one first, the photo. This one here. And then what you want to do is go to color and then scroll up and you're going to hit the LUTs. And this is where you're going to change all that. Now you can even change the water of that too. You could change that color. You could leave it like a rainbow color, whatever. Or you could keep it cool. Well, you don't want that there. Darken. You could do that one there. It's okay, I guess. And then, because they got different lots here, okay? And you go down here, you can see what other ones they got. They got the orangey one like this here. All right, like that. You can have a lot of fun with it, folks. But the thing is, the reason why I'm showing you this here is because, you know, you might want to get a picture. You might say, geez, I don't know if I want the one with the water in it. I might want the one with the grass or whatever. You know, whatever. But the thing is, if you want to change this up and make this look a little more vibrant, just to recap, you're going to go over here again. And this is where you're going to, you know, add the different things to it. Not this one here. Let's go up to this one here. Let's go back. So you could also keep it black and white too if you want it that way. But that's for the top one. You got to go here now. Oh, this is the, I'm sorry. You got to, now this one, we reversed it. Okay, so you got to go to the bottom one here, okay? And here's where you're going to change the background there, all right? So you'll see it. Notice how it gets more colorful, right, back there? Again, you could brighten it, you could darken it, you can make it cool, whatever, all right? But let's go back over here to the brighten one, I guess. Is that the bright one? Yeah, we'll do the boost. Let's do the boost, okay? With the boost, that looks nice because you got more colors there. Now we want to play around with the other things here. Now we do the manual settings. Here, you're going to do your background like this here, okay? You can do it that way. Again, you can play around with the tint. But we don't really mess around with the tint too much. Then you got your vibrancy, saturation, and then here you got the exposure to play around with. Okay. Then the contrast. Put the contrast that really darkens the city skyline up there like that. You can see that. Then you got the highlight, of course. You can play with the highlight. Leave it alone. You got shadows. You can play around with the shadows. Leave it. And you can darken them up as well. Okay. Then you got white. You can add the white to it, whatever. And if you want to darken up, you got the black here. You can blacken. Look at that there. Look how nice it looks when you darken up with the use of black there. How it darkens everything up. It really gives that, makes that picture pop. You know, I love it. I love that part. I like doing that there. And then, of course, you got your sharpen. You know, if you want to sharpen it up, the picture like that. Look how nice it looks when you sharpen it up. And you can take it back out again. If you go too far, if you go too far back, it goes blurry. You don't want that. But yeah, this is at 100%. That's how it looks. It's really sharp, the picture that there. If it's too sharp, you could always just cut it back down again. And then you got the amount. You know, you can play around with this here. See, if you do this here, you can see the, I guess that vignette look there. It'll, you know, lighten it up. On the, well, actually, the clouds will get darkened up like that there, but you get that area on the top there. Plays around with it, okay? And you get the roundness like that. You can really make it like that if you want. Folks, this is feather. You could play around with this thing, and you can make that photo look good. And you know something else? Let's just play with this here for a second. It's starting to look like a cartoon thing. Yeah, I like that. I really like the way it looks. I like the way that looks. What I want to say is, after that, if you like the way it looks and you say, you know what, that's what I want. I like that there. I like the picture. I like the color with the water in there. I like the way the backdrop looks. Come over here, that little camera right here. Click that on. It's going to be a snapshot PNG file. You could also change it to JPEG as well, but we'll leave it at PNG. That's what it defaults to. You click it on here. Right? Let me move out of here. And now you have that photo. Whoops. Let's get over here. And now you got that photo here. See? Pretty cool, right? Again, with Filmora, you could play around with it, have a lot of fun with it. The reason why, like I said again, folks, the reason why I showed you this is because it gives you an idea that you're not just compelled to keep the picture. But if you're going to do something like this, okay? Now, if people see this here, if they didn't watch the video, but let's just say I happen to post this video up as a background, and they say, geez, I remember New York having turquoise water like that there, you know? You know, or tropical looking water. You can make the water even look more tropical, right? I mean, just all you do is click it on. You click on the water part, and let's move over here. You could just go over here, and you could really play around with it. You know, probably people probably wondering, what is this here? What's the story here with this here? You know, you could, I mean, look at it. Look at the way it changes, you know? I mean, that's coming up. Now, again, I'm going back to the LUTs again. You know what I'm saying? But if you think about it, I mean, think about it, because, I mean, let's face it, New York doesn't have that type of water, you know? I mean, that's like tropical water to me. But if people seen that, they didn't know. They probably say, geez, you know, I could just picture people like that. That can't be New York. There's no way New York has water like that. That's like something you'd see like in, the islands or something, But as you can see, it looks good, right? But anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Again, I got the photos from everything. All the photos you see here are from Pixabay. Have fun with it. Explore. You're not, like I said, folks, you could take any picture and you could, trip it up like this so you can make it look nice. You don't have to keep that particular thing. I like, to be truthfully honest with you too, I like this one here. Okay, I do like this here, but if you drop this on the timeline up here, those on the bottom here now, right? Let's go up this way here. Maybe this one. I'm trying to think here with the one with the grass, see how it made it look like that there. I gotta move this over for a second. Okay, not that one. And it can't be that one either. Nope. Anyway, I think you guys know what I'm referring to. I like the one like this with the grass as well. The grass one's good. I mean, as far as I like it, that's a pretty cool one too with the grass, This, but the only thing you got to play around with this here, of course, if you do this here, you're gonna move it down. You got to go back to image. You got to open this up here, and you got to go down like this. And the only reason why, again, folks, I could do it this way is because they're both level like that. That you could do that there. All right, let's move this over like that there. And again, so you can go from this to this. Okay, they both look good. I mean, the other one looks good too. I mean, all I have, whatever you like, whatever you like, to, you could do it either way, okay? But this is just as nice as well. I mean, I like the grass one too. The water one looks good, but I want to show you different variations of it, folks. Now, again, as far as with the clouds and stuff like that, I didn't really play around with that there as far as that part goes, where you could add different things to it. I'm sure there's little clips of clouds I could probably put in there and stuff like that. Maybe, add something in the back. Get like a picture of a sun and put the sun back there, whatever. I'd have to incorporate it in there and stuff like that and blend it in. It'd be like a blending mode. But you could do stuff like that. That's what I'm trying to show. The reason why I'm showing you this, folks, is, again, you could have a lot of fun with this. You're not, like I said, you're not compelled to keep that particular photograph that you get. Even from Pixabay, you could alter it and change it around, make it look good. And not only that, once you like what you see, you can make it a snapshot. All right, guys, that's all I have here. I'll talk to you guys the next time. Take care. This is Rich Bassini signing off. Bye-bye for now.